Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Homecoming 2017 here in downtown St. Clair. This is Paul Dingaman along with the principal of St. Clair High School, Mr. Ron Miller. We're going to give you the play-by-play of the Homecoming Parade.
Good afternoon, Paul. What a perfect evening for a parade. And you and I have seen the alternative, and this is much preferred.
We've had snow and ice and wind and everything imaginable.
Weathered it all dutifully, right? Just
Yes.
like we tell you.
Absolutely. The parade has been going on for years and years and years. There's been a few changes over the years. One is that there's no more floats, right?
We have not had floats for several years, kind of a lack of interest, and also our student council activities are so geared towards in-school that time and resources and manpower just is thinned out. Quite honestly, it's a million times better what we're doing right now for our high school kids.
And the students are so busy.
Yep.
In everything they do, in athletics, in choir, in band, in just everything. So
yeah.
they don't have time.
At the Rotary meeting on Monday when I was talking about the comparatives between athletic offerings in 1959 and now,
right.
Just that shows how much more kids are involved.
Our first unit there is the police chief of the city of St. Clair, Rick Jefferson, and what a great job they do. And they are followed by the fire department with a couple units. The fire department always is very, very loud, so we normally just are quiet when they come by.
We just kind of step aside. You know, I want to recognize the American Legion for hosting that first responders dinner for the St. Clair Police and Fire.
Yes.
On that night, we were able to recognize the same groups along with Marine City and St. Clair County Sheriff at the football game that was taking place that evening. It was a very nice night, and I'm glad those very important men and women had a moment to have people demonstrate some appreciation.
A couple of the units today from the fire department, they've got lots of beautiful equipment, and I know if you have any interest in seeing what they've got, they'll always open the doors and welcome you to the fire hall. In fact, I think the chief is driving the vehicle there. We'll zoom in here and see. Yeah. That's Unit 32 there.
That's definitely a family business.
Yeah.
You can't be a member of the crew and not have the family support.
That's right. Okay.
The Grand Marshal Karen Cedar, a recent retired teacher from St. Clair High School, just an incredibly involved science teacher, leader of the teachers in the district. She is sorely missed.
Didn't she have a famous race in the pool every year?
She had the cardboard boat regatta. She had catapult events. Just a wonderful lady, well respected, and it's nice that she's receiving some recognition. Just a sweet, sweet woman.
Definitely, she will be missed. Coming up next, we've got a great crowd, don't we?
Yeah, nice crowd.
Coming in this is the young troops looking forward to serving their community, and they're Girl Scouts of Pine River Elementary, and they've got a good crew out walking.
Got a couple scout troops in this year's parade. Just behind is junior football, which is an organization that's been around in St. Clair for 17 years. I was glad to be part of the creation of that group all those years ago. It's nonprofit, it's focused on skill development, open to St. Clair students in grades 3 through 7. All games are played locally. We're grateful to the parents and high school players that coach these young boys. Hope they're learning to enjoy the sport of football.
And look at them, they're enjoying it.
They are.
Lots of smiling faces.
Yep. Oh, and it's a big contingent. Look at that.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, look at all those kids.
What were the age groups again?
Grades 3 through 7.
Okay, so
now, they typically have a championship game or weekend down at East China Stadium, and I'm embarrassed to say that I don't know if that has happened yet or it's coming up soon. It's right around this time of the year.
That's a huge group this year.
Yep. I know that's a big event for them.
As the line goes, they keep getting smaller and smaller. So that's wonderful.
But but very athletic and feisty.
Yes. So what's happening this week on campus?
Well, every day we have a dressed theme, which is nicely explained to our students. We have kind of daily updates on our announcement page that presents it visually. The theme is time travel, and so there have been representations of the 50s and 60s and westerns and ancient civilization. Friday will be a red and blue day. We have a couple end of day assemblies, which are fun. Today they had a large size Jenga competition between the classes and the teachers, which was a blast. It's fun. It takes up a very short period, amount of time, because we are taking it from instruction, but it goes to really building a good culture in the building for the students and staff alike.
This second year troop of the 24 Brownies and Junior Scouts, Girl Scout Troop 76224, and their leaders.
We got the 9th grade class representatives. Jay Langmesser, the daughter of Jody and Dan Creesh, really involved in her church, the Emmanuel Lutheran Church. And Van enjoys photography, and she's accompanied by William Smith, son of Amy Spencer and Jason Smith, also an involved student in activities and community youth groups. A couple good young kids.
Except they're backwards for our camera.
Well, I think they're sitting safely.
Yes.
And throwing out a rescue blanket, apparently.
Right. Next we have the, where is it?
This is freshman volleyball.
Oh, okay.
And they should have some kindergarten through second grader volleyball players. They've had a solid season. Coached by Tina Piperzak. She's kind of in the second part of this group.
How many sports have you got going now at school?
We have, if you count 9th JV and varsity levels, we have 39 teams.
Oh my, 39. 39 teams.
39 teams. When St. Clair High School was built, I think that there were 6 or 7. So kids are much more involved.
Okay, coming up next we have...
well, actually we've got some representatives from the trap shooting team, which I think have gotten out of order.
Okay. Well,
but Audrey and Jeremy Danielson sponsor both the St. Clair and Marine City group. Those are very, very invested parents.
That's a new sport, new activity for St. Clair High
for this area. I mean, it's trap shooting is shooting ski. It's clay pigeon. It's target. It's very, very cool. So glad that they're there.
They're going on at both Marine City and St. Clair High Schools, right?
This is Mariana Costa coming into view, sitting on top of the Corvette. She's one of our foreign exchange students from Brazil. She has transitioned well into our activities. She's into pop music, photography, and swimming. She's interested in being part of the student council and most likely will be on the tennis team in the spring.
And she's a Rotarian exchange student. So she comes to the St. Clair Rotary, and the Rotary International organization was responsible for getting her here.
Yes, that is true.
We'll take a good shot of her so she can send the picture home to
it's a fun moment for them.
Yes.
Fun moment for them. The kids at St. Clair High School do a good job of integrating and welcoming those students. But they're strong personalities because they're willing to take the risk to come to a foreign country. And they do a nice job when they get here. So this is Josefina Gonzalez. She's our second foreign exchange student. She's from Chile. She's growing up, or was born just outside of Santiago. She's an athlete. She's interested in being part of St. Clair Athletics. Currently, I believe, part of the JV volleyball team, if my memory serves me right. So we are glad to have her here. Be part of the St. Clair High School family.
Yeah.
Welcome, Josefina.
Hi, Josefina. Got a good crowd coming next here.
This should be JV volleyball and viddy ball. I don't know whether or not we have any viddy ballers with us.
Boy, what a great program that is.
It is.
It started with basketball, viddy ball, didn't it?
Yes, it did. That's a Fred Shaw creation that has expanded
in many sports.
JV volleyball, I believe, is currently undefeated, coached by Amanda Bondi. And they won a very competitive Mount Morris tournament earlier on in the year, so proud of their performance.
Okay, we got
Sophomore court coming up. Elliot Tracy, the daughter of Lori and David Tracy, along with Joe Phillips, son of Jennifer and Jack Phillips. Again, our 10th grade class representatives. Both great kids, very involved. Nice choices on the part of their students.
Looks like a little bit of cheerleading.
Got some JV cheerleaders coming up. These girls are led by Coach Holly Stone. Providing lots of spirit in the building during games. They help with crowd management. Many of these girls will end up competing in competitive cheer in the wintertime as well. So this next collection is JV and freshman football combined. JVs are coached by Gary Griffin and Denny White, Jamie Haslam and Kurt Dombrowski, and the 9th by Bill Zenkus, Dylan Ickerly, and AJ Aguilo. They have both played very, very solid brands of football at both levels. The 9th and JV teams ultimately were combined. We had very small numbers to begin with, had some injuries, and it was better for everybody to have the 9th graders move up. So, and of course the Marching Saints.
Well, they've been sounding great at halftime. Let's take a listen to them right now.
Yep. Before they get too close to us, I want to make sure everybody knows they're going to be marching in the Michigan Thanksgiving Day Parade in
wonderful.
Detroit on November 23rd. A great excuse to go down and watch an excellent parade.
Here they go. Hopefully they'll play for us. Oh.
Their Muppet show has really been fun.
Little dance routine here, huh?
Girls cross country coming into view right now. They're coached by Jessica McDonald. They have been solid performers. 2016 regional champs. They've been the 2016 and 2017 Muskrat Invitational champs.
Every cross country team that we interview, they all love that Muskrat run.
Yeah, it's a fast track. The boys also coming into view, coached by John Davidson and Tommy Brenner. Also the Muskrat champions of this year, Holly Invitational champions, the regional champs last year. They are hoping, I guess, planning on winning the regional this year.
Look at all that hardware.
They're very modest with their display of success.
Yeah, look at that hardware.
They're hoping, I believe, that this will be year 19 in a row to qualify for the state tournament. So it's just incredible.
I think our crowds are growing.
And leaching out into the roadway.
Yes, that's fine.
Junior court, Sarah Beadle, daughter of Yvonne Beadle, again involved in band and student council. Another great all-around kid. And Ransom Krolchek, son of Melissa and Chris Krolchek. Theater, band, student council. I depend on him for lots of technical support. And two excellent, well-involved kids. A GSA group, small but mighty, supportive community group whose main goal is to advertise and act on accepting anyone and everyone for whom they are. Do a lot of good in the building, very quietly.
Right.
Very
That's
quietly.
Absolutely right. Okay, what's this group?
This is the swim team.
Oh,
Swim team.
and they've had a great couple of years, haven't they?
Well, they swim in the largest division in the MAC because they are so prolific, boys and girls. Mac Robert, Karen Westrick coaching them this year. Proud of their efforts there.
Okay. Yes, we really are lucking out with the weather today.
This is, with a couple freighters going by, there cannot be a better setting. My brother lives by the ocean, but he's envious of my view. At least the view from here.
All right.
Senior court. Jessica Bohm, daughter of Carrie and Jeff Bohm, and Logan Dubé, the son of Kim and Ken Dubé.
We'll have to have the trucks back down the street next year so we can see the...
Well, I think the pickup trucks were used instead of the convertibles, which kind of changed that that idea.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Buslip, the daughter of Mary and Rich Buslip. She's very, very involved. I see her most of the time involved in yearbook because that's what I'm asking her to do stuff. And Hunter Hill, the son of Joyce and Mark Hill, a wrestler, very involved in what goes on here. Off in the distance, we have the next senior court members, Melissa Melanowski, daughter of Lisa, and James Melanowski, student council, chairperson, an executive, drum major for the Marching Saints. Scott Humes, her paired partner, is actually playing in a soccer match tonight. Scott's the son of Shelley and Scott Humes, but he's not able to be here tonight because he's playing soccer. Wish them well.
Yes. I see the trucks were donated by Bill McDonald Ford. We'll
Yes.
give him a little plug.
Well, as we should. They've been very generous to us for many years.
As is St. Clair Chevrolet. I mean,
no doubt. Our
so
community is
fortunate
very
with
supportive.
The business support that you get at the high school and we get at CTV.
Emma Washburn. It's the daughter of Kristen and John Washburn. Now, her partner is Sam Picklehop. He also is a soccer player, so he's currently over at Ortonville Brandon. Interestingly, they're playing Marysville at Ortonville Brandon.
Oh my God!
In the district match, so they're hoping to advance to Friday's game.
So they're going by us, and they're going up to the corner, and they're turning, and they're coming back into the mall here, right?
Yes, there should be there will be a community event here.
Nice.
Some music and some cheers and some competitions and such.
St. Clair High School volleyball team currently have a 5-3 record. They took the silver this year at the Mount Morris tournament, and they were second in the division.
Coached by Michelle Ackett. This group actually has some volleyball players, so those girls are excellent mentors for the young athletes. There's Coach Ackett's waving at the camera.
More of the team throwing the candy out to the crowd.
Very competitive. They hosted the Pink Halo this year,
Oh.
the volleyball tournament involving Marine City. The East China community, very generous, over $7,000 in donations and contributions. The matches went to a point, every single one. It was just an incredible night. Lots of work on the part of the parents and players, but the outcome was just incredible. And the Saints got the win to boot.
And this is which group here? That's part of the same group?
I think so.
Okay. And then coming up next.
Oh, no, you know what? Those are our golfers.
Oh, hi, golfers.
They were a late arrival. They weren't originally going to be able to be in it. Those are our golfers. I'm sorry. They're the MAC Dual and League Meet champions. Kara Likens is going to the state competition for the 4th year in a row, so I'm glad they were able to sneak in. Varsity cheerleaders, coached by Casey Verbecki. Holly Stone is with her right now. They've got some junior cheerleaders right there.
Been an active group and a successful group for numbers of years.
Yep. They do lots of community work.
Yes.
And that is the nice thing. They're seen on the sidelines, but they do lots of work elsewhere. Varsity football.
Had a big win.
Huge win
Talk
last
to me
Friday.
about that win.
35-7 win against Marysville, who was a very solid team trying to get into the playoffs. I mean, they've been struggling with wins and losses, but it's clear that they've been on the improving incline and hope to finish strongly on Friday against Warren Cousino for the homecoming game. Coach Bishop, Coach Mann, Coach Tatman, Coach DeBay, all doing a wonderful job. It's nice to have the families here helping them out.
And that looks like the team itself is being...
Got some of the team members walking and some of the team members riding.
Good idea. That's a very safe way for them to be on Steve's towing there.
Yep. Again, as always, grateful for the assistance. The equestrian team.
How long have you had an equestrian team?
Well, the equestrian team actually is part of 4-H.
Oh, okay.
They identify with St. Clair High School just to have a moniker.
Uh-huh.
It's been around since preceding my time here, which is a long, long time ago.
Okay.
Good group. Always good competitors, good experiences. 4-H and the 4-H programming is outstanding. This is just another one of those good programs.
Look at that crowd. It really assembled, and the band is up on the steps up there, and they'll be playing some numbers, and there'll be a real official pep rally, won't there?
It will be. It'll be a moment for the community to enjoy it, and they're all admiring that St. Clair flag on the pirate boat.
Correct. They should. That's a beautiful flag, brand new flag,
custom made.
And the game is Friday night,
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and who are they playing?
Warren Cousino.
Okay.
Warren Cousino is a big school. They've been very successful, although it's a very winnable game for our Saints, and so they're expecting to be victorious. Saturday morning, the student council will be decorating the gym. Be about 80 to 100 kids there setting that up. It's a huge transformation. Dance is at 7 o'clock, runs from 7 until 10.
Right at the school.
Right at the school in the gym. We'll have some representatives from the sheriff department there. We'll have adult chaperones, parents volunteering with coat checks and concessions and things like that. It's a nice event. It's the #1 fundraiser for student council to run the 125 events that they run all year long. So it's a big deal.
Well, thank you for coming along and doing this broadcast with us. We enjoy it every year. Principal of St. Clair High School, Mr. Ron Miller, and I'm Paul Dingeman. Thanks for watching, and happy homecoming 2017.